My name is Nathan. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we are gonna be doing a handstand challenge. I'm gonna give you a warm up. We're gonna go through a few different handstand options for you, and then we're gonna do a handstand challenge. To start off with, we're going to warm up our wrists. So we're gonna take our hands, put them together, and we're going to move our hands in a figure eight motion to get them nice and juicy, nice and warm. And then we're gonna come down onto the floor. We're gonna be kneeling in all fours, and we're gonna have our fingers pointing away from our body, and we're gonna slowly bring ourselves forward and back, rocking back into our heels like so, trying to push a little bit further each time. So that way we can get a little bit more range through our wrists. The wrists are very important because it really allows you to be in a stacked position. That's that position where all of your joints stack on top of each other when they're upside down. And we're gonna turn our hands to face our knees, and we're gonna rock forward and rock back, stretching through our wrists like so. And then we're gonna take our hands to the side, and we're gonna rock side to side, stretching through that wrist a little bit more. You might feel a few little cracks and whatnot. That's all good. And then we're gonna turn our hands inwards so that our back of our hands are on the floor. And we're gonna go side to side here, just slightly. We don't wanna put too much weight on this one. This one here can be a little bit painful if we put too much weight on it. Perfect. And then we're gonna bring our fingers together and we're gonna rotate like so. Now you'll notice that I've got a box in the picture. Now you can use a lounge, you can use a chair. You might not need it today, you may need it. I'll give you an opportunity to run and grab one at the right moment. But a lounge can work. Pretty much what we want to be is the height of your knee, roughly. Perfect. So go and grab that now, grab that chair, grab that lounge, or reposition yourself near your lounge, that's fine. And then we're gonna turn around onto the lounge, and we're gonna place both of our hands on the edge, being about shoulder width apart. And we're gonna lower our chest down, and we're gonna come back up. Lower our chest down, getting a little bit more range through that upper back of ours. So our thoracic really impacts that position we are when we're overhead. We want to be nice and stacked on top of each other, all those joints, so we're not fighting against our lack of flexibility. And we're going to do two more. And last one. Perfect. Then we're gonna bring ourselves down into a hand plank position, which looks like this. And we're gonna keep our bum tight and our core tight. And we're gonna bring up one hand to our opposite shoulder, really switching on that core. You wanna try and not shift your weight too much from side to side so that core gets to do the work. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are there. So I'm gonna take you through 3 different handstand options today. And then once we go through those options, you're gonna pick one, which we're gonna do our challenge for. So the simplest option is gonna be just a pike position, where we're gonna be down on the floor, like so. And then we are gonna be in our toes. And what we wanna do is push the floor away as much as we can like so. And we're gonna hold that position. So pressing the floor away, pushing our chest through so we get in a nice straight position as much as we can. Now, if you're, I'm just gonna pop out of this position. So if your hamstrings and glutes are tight, you might find that you can't quite get into the position, and that is fine. Over time, if you continue to practice, you're gonna lengthen through those areas of your legs, and it's gonna allow you to be in a much better position. But for today, just work with what you got. That's perfectly fine. So that's option one, which is the pike position. I'm gonna demo it again, which looks like so. Pushing the floor away and feeling like we're pushing that chest through, okay? Hopefully I am a good demo for you guys. I'm pretty tight in the legs. Next up, we're gonna be using our chair, lounge, box, bench, whatever you've got. And we're gonna bring ourselves down into an all fours position next to where we're gonna be putting our feet. And then we're gonna lift one foot onto the box and we're gonna take the other one up. You're gonna creep those hands back to the lounge or box or whatever you have, and you're gonna hold that position. Same thing as that other pike position, is we wanna push that floor away, making ourselves nice and long, like so. And then to come back down, walk those hands back out, bring your feet to the floor. Same thing with that pike position on the floor. If your hamstrings are tight and your glutes are tight, then you're gonna find that position really starts to feel that stretch through that area, and over time you're gonna improve there. Last option, which is our hardest option, we're gonna wall walk up the wall and hold our handstand up against the wall. Now, for this one, we really wanna keep our bum tight and our core tight. So we're gonna bring our feet to the wall, press that floor away from the start, bring one foot up, walk the other one up, and then we're gonna walk ourselves to the wall. Now here, point those toes, bring those feet together, core tight, bum tight. Press that wall away, floor away, sorry, not the wall. You can also bring one foot away to help bring a little bit more difficulty in there, but we want to press the floor away as much as possible, making ourselves nice and long like I am now. Then to come back down, we're going to walk ourselves back down the wall like so. Okay, so what is the challenge? Whoops, just bumped my head. So what is our challenge today? We are going to accumulate 2 minutes in any one of those holds. We're going to give you roughly 4 to 5 minutes of time to be able to go through this right now, okay? So take your time. You've got plenty of time to be able to build or accumulate those. So go into it with a plan. If you want to hold 15 seconds at a time, or if you want to hold 10 seconds at a time, that's perfectly fine as well, okay? What we're going to have is I'm going to start a timer, and it's going to go for 4 to 5 minutes, and you're going to try and accumulate the time, okay? So we're going to start in 10 seconds. I want you to pick the time that you start. Try to have a timer out somewhere so you can add those time together. And so we're gonna start in 2, 1, and let's go. So I'm gonna choose the box option. Make sure you keep pressing that floor away. Make yourself nice and long as you can. And when you feel like you can't hold much longer, we're gonna pop out of that position, look at the clock, and see where you got to, okay? So I just held for 40 seconds. I can rest as long as I want. And then I can kick back up into any position that I want to again and accumulate a little bit more time, okay? So we are about 90 seconds into today's practice or today's challenge. So take your time. The idea is we want to have a good position over over a position that is a bit all over the place, but you're getting the time. You know, quality is better than quantity. I'm gonna kick up again in about 15 seconds. You can do it with me if you like, or you can rest a little bit longer. I'm gonna go with the handstand against the wall option this time. So I'm gonna walk my feet up. Press those hands away, make myself nice and long. Sorry if you can hear me breathing. Remember, make yourself nice and tall as you can. Keep your bum nice and tight, core nice and tight, nice and long. Press that floor away as much as you can. And when you're almost there, we're gonna slowly come out of it. So that was 50 seconds. That was a much longer than I thought I was holding. And overall, we're at 3 minutes. So you still got a little bit of time left to accumulate. We're gonna test my maths here. I'm at 90 seconds total. So I've still got another 30 seconds to hold. I can rest. The idea is we wanna hold the 2 minutes in the shortest amount of time. So if you can hold 2 minutes straight, you're doing amazing. And you probably wanna look for a more challenging option, okay? Whew, my heart rate is up. I hope your guys' heart rate up is as much as mine. So I'm gonna kick up for my last little bit in another 10 seconds. I'm gonna try and hold for that 30. Hopefully you guys are still with me. I'm gonna go in 5. I'm gonna go back to the box option. And I'm holding. And I'm gonna slowly bring myself out of that. That was another 35 seconds. So I've made my 2 minutes. It's not a race. You can take your 2 minutes as slow or as fast as you like. I'm gonna give you another 30 seconds now to finish off that amount of time. Of course, if you're not finished your 2 minutes in that period of time, you can continue on after this video is over. That's perfectly fine. Another 15 seconds. In 10, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are there. So that was 4.5 minutes, guys. You know, obviously, if you're taking a little bit longer than that, that is perfectly fine. This is a journey that you're on, not me. So what I want you to try and focus on is trying to bring that time down or increasing your difficulty in a movement. You can do it like I did and change between difficulties, or you can do all one difficulty. The choice is yours. This is your challenge. But overall, the goal is to try and get ourselves upside down against the wall for that full 2 minutes. So thank you for joining me today. That'll conclude our 720 challenge or our handstand challenge. And hopefully I see you next time. Thank you.